Maybe that was the end. I don't know. I think what I don't like about that ending though is like they didn't come together like one final time out of their own volition. Like I was hoping they'd have like a reason at the end to like come together on like for their own needs instead of just like being pushed together by the stupid book.
Or maybe instead of the book, yeah, depicting the end, they're just like, wait, we want to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this whole thing was, manipulation by the book the whole time, but I feel like they need
Rose,
to come to terms with it on their
He's
own.
just like Mexican Cupid.
Cody,
May.
it worked.
You're not fat anymore.
Back.
Where's Rose?
I don't know.
She gone. The book's taking over her room.
Rose?
This is my house now. We never got the end of the note.
Mom and Dad, I hate you. I'm on the first train to Albuquerque.
Hey,
What?
a letter.
Dear Mum and Dad, I'm sorry that I did this to you. I know how to make everything right again. All you have to do is stop fighting. I know I'm not a perfect daughter.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry I don't like to brush my teeth. I'm sorry I read books after bedtime.
Is that how the game ends? She just
My
runs
chores
away.
Where they should be. I know it's my fault you want a divorce.
She's blaming herself.
She thinks it's her fault.
Oh, maybe that is how it ends. Maybe
I'll leave you alone.
they
so
asked
we
for the
can
book to
become
come
friends
back.
again.
to
You should
bring
be
her back
friends.
or something.
I love you, Mum. I love you, Dad. P.S. I have my pocket money to buy a bus ticket. Don't worry. I packed a sandwich and a lollipop.
Oh no.
Rose.
I don't think I don't think buses actually pick up children like that, right?
Rose!
I'm pretty
No,
sure
they will.
They
If you got a
will?
valid ticket. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm so
Plenty
sorry.
of parents send their kids on
Don't worry
buses.
about me. You can go home.
No. Rose, honey, it's not your
I
fault.
was surprised. I didn't think they would do that.
We've been fighting.
It isn't.
No, Rose.
Like, then why do you
It's
hate each
never
other?
your fault.
Are you just terrible people inside?
Okay. So,
What other reason would you have
does
to
that mean
break
we
your
can
daughter's
become
heart?
friends again?
Honey, listen, whatever happens, your mom and me, we will always be there for you.
Just not together.
And we'll always love you.
Except when we're, having a psychedelic dream state where we're knocked on the couch for 10 hours. We're not going to be there for you then.
We'll always be there.
Come here.
Just it'll be bi-weekly or bi-weekend. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
So I actually don't like this ending. Like, it's just way too
It's a bit
clean.
Where'd you find
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, it kind of felt anticlimactic. Like,
In a trust fund.
like that gameplay section at the end.
Well, I'm glad
Like, it was a
you
neat
did.
area, but I don't feel like
Sometimes
gameplay-wise it was really all that enthralling. There were more exciting moments earlier,
Come on.
so I felt like that was just kind of flat. Now they all get
Okay,
shrunk into
so,
little toys and
If
to live the
your
rest of their
mom
lives that
could
way.
Fight an aggressive squirrel double her size. Who do you think would win?
Mum, of course.
I cannot believe we finished this
Right.
in this session.
That's why I like.
I thought there would be one more.
I thought there would be
I
too.
used to think you were completely irrational.
Yeah, I guess I'm glad it's
I have to
over.
say, You make more sense.
I enjoyed it. Whatever.
No.
The vacuum.
Oh, the vacuum.
You did it. Collaboration.
I don't know.
So, I guess overall thoughts.
That's not game of the year, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a cute game. It's well done. It's got like good ideas to it. And I know last year was like, a lighter year overall for games, but there were better games than this. I mean, I know it's all subjective to a certain point, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I'd have to look back at what I played. I think the only other thing I played was Resident Evil 8.
So how did this compare to that to you?
I would say I enjoyed Resident Evil 8 slightly more. I mean, this was fun, but I'd say it was only fun because it was with a friend, you know, like, I mean, what, it has to be with a friend, but I'd say the total, I'm trying to think of the total sections I enjoyed. I would say it's like 50%, right? Because there's the opening section I liked. I didn't really like the wasp squirrel thing except for the flying section. I didn't like the whole time one. That was probably my least favorite one.
See, I like the puzzles in the time one. Like, I thought it dragged way too long, but I did like the puzzle stuff towards like the early portion of it. The ending went on forever though.
The ice one I kind of liked. I didn't like the flower one. Although I guess the flower one was pretty good. I mean, I kind of like some of the frog section. I don't know. To me, it's definitely not Game of the Year material. Like I said, I think why this may have won is because it is unique and it's definitely memorable. But I don't know if it's necessarily like game-changing. Game-changing. Like I said, like, I don't think it brought anything new to the table. It just was like, you know, ripped out things you would see from other places and used them. It's like, oh, well, that's neat, but that's not new.
Everything was well put together. I mean, it had good visuals. I mean, I understand, like, from a quality standpoint, the game was put together really, really well. And, like, the individual gameplay components, like, I honestly, I liked the first half of the game's pacing a lot better, where it was quicker. Like, you'd have this, like, 40-minute section, you have a mechanic, and then it would get over it pretty quick. But those last 4 book page sections, they went on too long for me. And, like, the quality, at least, well, maybe quality is the wrong word, but my investment interest in those mechanics were all over the place depending what it was trying to do.
I definitely feel like it definitely started to bog down a bit once the time one happened. Like, yeah, that might have been maybe the most interesting in terms of like mechanical stuff, but in terms of like, that's when it started to really seep in that like, oh wow, this is going on forever, you know?
Yeah, too, like, for a game for me to, like, kind of have that Game of the Year quality, there has to be a certain, like, just basic fun factor to it. I mean, at a bottom level for me, like, a game's got to be fun, right? And, like, this was fun during parts, but it was kind of fleeting. It was like, oh, that was a cool thing I just did, but I didn't feel like it was, like, something I was investing myself in. Like, when I think about, like, a game like Hades, that just, the moment-to-moment gameplay was just so much fun the entire time. This didn't have that. There was a lot of lulls in it, and I don't know, different games, so I know it's hard to compare.
Where would you
but
put this as opposed to like? Cause I mean, what were the games exactly that were nominated? There's this, Resident Evil.
There was Deathloop,
Halo,
Ratchet and Clank. Halo wasn't. I don't think that was nominated for you. Was it for Game of the Year?
I think so, or maybe Forza. I know Forza at least.
Yeah. I'd have to check. I mean, I played Deathloop, and I enjoyed Deathloop. I also wouldn't have said that was Game of the Year, but I enjoyed it well enough. I didn't play Ratchet.
I'm pretty sure Halo was on there. I could be wrong.
It might have been. I know Halo won, like, the viewer's choice kind of thing, or whatever award that was. I don't remember the name of it.
Because I would say maybe I would have given it to Halo, not because of, like, I don't think Halo was, like, groundbreaking or did anything crazy, but it's probably the most fun I had, just because, I mean, purely the PvP mechanic, playing with people.
I guess the only thing that kind of drops Halo for me is it just wasn't a complete game.
No.
This at least felt like, and I do appreciate this game was a game where they clearly had really clear vision of what they wanted to do, and they executed it really, really well. Like, this is a full, complete game that they were trying to accomplish here with all the little bells and whistles they wanted, and I can appreciate that. And for me, I don't know, I might put that higher than Halo just because Halo's got enough flaws that I would be concerned about ranking it higher in that kind of, you know, discussion. Honestly, though, I mean, most of the games in that Game of the Year ballot weren't anything incredible. I'm still sad Returnal didn't make it on that list. Like,
I
still out
forgot
of
to
all the
mention
games on that
Returnal, yeah.
list, like, I mean, I
Really
didn't play every game on there, but Returnal is better than Deathloop in my opinion. I didn't play Resident Evil, but I've watched it played through quite a bit, and I would still put Returnal probably higher than at least, you know, than the basic kind of, what do I want to say, like, superlative kind of, you know, perspective that I had of Resident Evil. It was definitely better than this. I think it was better than Halo. I don't know.
So, yeah, it looks like we got all the games except for Psychonauts 2 and Metroid Dread, which I didn't get to play either of those.
I played Dread.
I think Dread looks
Ooh,
boring based on what I've seen of it. I mean, but that's what I've seen. I haven't actually played it.
Yeah, like, okay, so it's fun. I think my problem with Dread is it doesn't do anything new, and I guess that's what some people really like about it. Is just like a really, you know, Metroid version of Metroid. Like, it does all the Metroid stuff well, but doesn't innovate almost anywhere. Um, and I played other Metroidvanias that I enjoyed far more than Metroid Dread.
I've got a feeling for the ones that are nominated, if I would have been able to play them, I probably would. I already know I probably would have liked Psychonauts 2 and Ratchet and Clank. So, I mean, I didn't get to play either one, but I know I've heard plenty of good things about Ratchet and Clank and Psychonauts 2.
I was gonna say I probably would like Psychonauts better, at least better than this.
Well, cutscene. Anything at the end? No?
No.
Well...
Alright, let's look at the important thing. What's the final tally for whatchamacallit?
Are we still in the same...
Mini
no, we're not
games.
in the same game.
Here, I'll invite you real quick so we can see.
You wanna play again?
Invite ChazmaN. Oh yeah, the whole game.
Well, if people like this, if you guys like this, definitely let me know down in the comments. We were talking about possibly playing Way Out. I mean, I don't know if that would be immediate, but some point down the line, it might be fun.
Alright, so grand total for minigames. We found 17 out of 25. I had 23 individual wins. You had 15. We had 3 draws.
Not bad.
So I'm the undisputed champion. Yay!
So what games did these guys make? I know they made... Did they make Brothers as well?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so I never got to play that one either. I kind of like this, like, though, you know, having someone to play some of these games. It's kind of tough finding people that would want to play stuff like this, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, that's I think one of the other issues about this game is that the length is I think a pretty big barrier for a lot of like friends to play like that. Like, I can't think of many people who are just gonna sit down and want to play this all the way through. Like, I can't think of any of my other friends I would do that with.
It may have won Game of the Year, but I would love to know the numbers. Yeah, just how many people were able to play this game. Because I would think that...
Because there's a time commitment there.
Well, I'm just saying just the pure aspect of getting 2 people to play a game. I guarantee you this game did not sell, you know, just for that fact of, like, finding someone to play with. Like someone like you, like your significant other, wasn't even willing to sit through it, you know? It's like, I could...
Well, there was a time thing, but eventually she would have ran not just a time barrier, but, like a skill barrier. This is not, like, it's not a real hard game. It's not the easiest game for, like, non-gamers or those who aren't familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how long we played this for. I'm going to go to my progress screen. Let's see. We played this for 11 hours and 27 minutes. And that's actually, it's probably a little less for you because I played probably an hour or so with my wife before you.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably ran through the whole thing in about 10 hours.
It's not bad.
I don't know if it says what I compare
I'm still
with
kind
you.
of surprised, man. That was sudden. I felt like there was an entire section after the music thing I was expecting.
I feel like there should have been, to be honest. I mean, I know I was already getting tired of the game, but that just felt anticlimactic to me. I don't know.
I feel like there should have been a section where, like, yeah, the parents may have woken up, but, like, there should have been something. The book, maybe they should have asked the book for another chance at doing something that would let them catch up to their daughter at the, you know, the bus station or the bus stop.
Yeah, they needed to work together for something that they wanted. Like, the only reason they wanted to collect those pages was to get out of the book. Like, I know the whole point was they got drawn together, supposed to, fix their relationship, but they didn't really even feel like they wanted that till the very end. I feel like they needed to come together on their own terms. That just never really happened.
Well, another thing is that, like, they kind of focused on each other the entire game, where, like, not really, it didn't seem like they resolved anything that could have been beneficial for the daughter. Like, it was just purely like, oh, May and Cody, what can you do to like each other? Like, there was nothing like, what could you do to make things better for your daughter, not just love each other again. You know what I mean? Like,
this says you played the game for 9 hours, 49 minutes. So that's our total playtime. Just shy of 10 hours.
It's not bad. It felt a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
This felt more like 15 hours, I thought.
It dragged towards the end. Like, the first half was fine. That second half just really started to, I don't know, stretch things out and pad it out. Like, even that last section with the music stuff, like, having to go get the audience, like, that last little step was just like, oh my goodness.
Okay, so, I don't know. Just as for other games that I have planned, just know at the end of this month, guys, I will be playing Pokemon Arceus Legends, Arceus, whatever it's called. So that is another game you guys can look forward to me streaming. Next month, what do we have? We have, I think Crossfire X comes out, which I kind of want to play that. It's like a Call of Duty clone, I think, right? Something like that. Except it's made by...
I haven't heard of it.
It's made by Remedy. It's like some new first-person shooter or something. That's coming to Game Pass. And Elden Ring. I'm probably going to be playing Elden Ring at the end of February. March, I kind of really want to play Tunic. But that game, it has a date on it, but I think a lot of people are curious as to whether they're going to officially launch. And that's about as far as I have. Just those next few games. What do you have going on, Phoenix? Anything you want to play?
I mean, the only thing coming up that I think I'll probably jump into will be Horizon, was it Forbidden West?
Yeah, I know you're tentatively curious about Pokemon. I think you said you wanted to watch one of my streams to see if it looks interesting or something.
Yeah, like, I mean, I am definitely interested in the fact they're doing something different, but everything I've seen about it has not really grabbed me. I don't know, the gameplay streams they've done have just looked pretty, I don't know, lackluster. But we'll see. I'll hold off judgment until you get it or someone gets it, and I can kind of get a feel for it through that.
Cool. All right, well, I guess it's getting kind of late, but yeah, just want to say thank you so much for joining me, guys. Joining us, I should say. Had lots of fun with my buddy Phoenix. He's my go-to guy. We play all the Halos and all that good stuff. Anything you wanted to say, Phoenix?
Go subscribe to my channel and leave ChazmaN. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's a joke. Don't do that.
No, it's not, really. You should.
All right, well, yeah, I think we're done here. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. Please be safe, and we will see you again. Phoenix will be back on the next episode of Dragon Ball ChazmaN. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey now, I see you made it through the video and liked or even possibly loved it. Well, if you want to see any more additional content or you'd like to get into contact with me, consider checking out some of my social medias right here. And if you'd like to go above and beyond and want to support my channel monetarily, here is also a couple places where you can do so. And if nothing else, simply liking, sharing, and subscribing would make me the happiest ChazmaN on the planet.